We salute Trojan strong. Congratulations.
Good evening, graduates. Mission statement of the school and the school motto. The Lyman Hall High School mission statement. At Lyman Hall High School, students enter a diverse community that encourages academic growth and challenges them to develop the personal integrity and creative thinking skills necessary for success in the 21st century. The school motto: we are the makers of our own fortunes. These two moral and ethical standards have been woven into the fabric of your education. Graduates, you have been taught to think critically and to work cooperatively. You have learned tolerance and acceptance of divergent points of view. These concepts are so very important because we live in a remarkably diverse world, occupied by people with different customs, nationalities, and beliefs. We must strive to understand each other, to identify our strengths and similarities, and to collectively address our needs. To paraphrase a quote from George Matthew Adams, there is no such thing as a self-made man or woman. We are the product of thousands of interactions with others. Everyone who has ever done a kind deed for us or spoken one word of encouragement to us has entered into the makeup of our character and our thoughts, as well as our success. Tonight, keep in mind every person who has positively influenced you, your parents, your grandparents, and other family members, teachers, administrators, coaches, and friends. Each has helped to form who you are today. Each of you will touch many lives in your lifetime. Positively influence the people that you meet. Then, not only will you be the maker of your own fortune, but of others as well. Look back on your time here at Lyman Hall High School as time well spent to prepare you for life. Remember the lessons that you have learned both in and out of the classroom. Know that each person that you have known here has been enriched by knowing you. And above all, understand that we are proud of you and your accomplishments. On behalf of the Wallingford Board of Education, I wish you good luck, success, health, and happiness. Congratulations, Lyman Hall High School class of 2020.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for tolerating the longevity in terms of our decision-making process for graduation. But we wanted to make certain that we were going to give every student an opportunity to have a ceremony. We're a little unique. We know that, but that is Wallingford. As parents called out to us and said, we want to make sure that if any district or any town is going to do something special for their children, Wallingford should be the one to do that. And I think we have done that. And I would like to thank all the staff that helped organize not just tonight, but also our future ceremonies, because it takes a lot of work. Our administrators and all of our staff are doing that. So I really want to give them a round of applause, even if it's just me, just thanking them for all of their hard work and their ability to make certain that we always put students first in our decision making. I do also want to thank Mr. Corso for bringing up Rocky Balboa, because Rocky Balboa and that quote that he just referenced, if you're a Yankee fan and you're at Yankee Stadium and the Yankees are down in the bottom of the ninth, inevitably that scene from Rocky comes up. And you have him punching the meat and drinking the eggs and getting all ready to fight. And that's what this class really does represent, that ability to persevere. However, tonight what I want to share with you is that I don't want you to become a victim of, number one, your success, because you have had a lot of success. But number two, don't allow yourselves to be characterized as the COVID kids, as we're hearing. The students who graduated during the COVID crisis, because you are much more than a pandemic. In my mind, you're more powerful than one as well. And you are a cure to anything that you put your minds to. So don't allow what has happened to all of us, but most importantly you, to impact your future. You had many years in our district prior to March 14th. You had many years of success, many years of triumphs. You also had many years of sorrow probably along the way, maybe not doing as well as you thought you could, or maybe losing something that you wanted, a relationship, or not getting the grade that you had hoped for, or a game. But the reality is you were a different person, and you are always going to be a different person each day of your life. The thing is, you cannot forget the fact that you did have a pre-COVID existence. I think that's the challenge sometimes we hear people talking about is, what was life like? And the what ifs. I like what ifs. I like what ifs that are positive, not what ifs that are negative. And I know this class, just in hearing what you're doing as a gift back to the community, you have those positive what ifs also. I was fortunate enough to have been on several conversations with students and staff in planning the events for seniors this spring. And I was so impressed every time by our students in our district. Every time they spoke about everything in a positive way. It wasn't, oh, well, we can't have this. Yes, they were disappointed, but they also knew that this was a moment for them to truly demonstrate leadership. And I think that's what you need to make sure that you hold on to. Again, March 14th to present day is not going to be the end of the world. It is going to be just the beginning. Many of you are going off to college. Many of you are going into the workforce. Some of you are going into the military. We thank you for your accomplishments. We thank you for what you're going to do to continue to represent Wallingford in such a positive manner. So again, it's not about what if in a negative way. It's about what if in a positive way. And don't allow people to say, oh, I'm sorry. I wish this could have happened. I wish that could have happened. Yes, we all do. But don't let that become an excuse, because I know you are not a class, getting attacked by the plant, you are not a class of excuses. You are a class that is classy.
Tonight we are assembled to honor and recognize the accomplishments of the Lyman Hall High School's graduating class of 2020. And there were many. From individual and team success on the athletic fields, a powerful performance that allowed us to keep the Powder Puff Trophy where it belongs. Usually there's a very loud applause right here. I'm a little bit lost without it. Amazing band, choir, and theater performances, and the many students graduating with honors distinction this evening. I have so many memories over the past few years of the class of 2020, from Josh Seichter's memorable emceeing of our Lyman Hall Hockey State Championship pep rally, to our very own Lyman Hall Music Festival this year, which was an amazing experience for all students at Lyman Hall, to my daily conversations with Alex Colavito, sitting outside the cafeteria on the windowsill, talking about anything and everything. Each and every one of you should be honored and proud to be associated with the amazing class of 2020. For the first 13 years of their educational careers, the class of 2020 had learned so much from their teachers besides just academics: cooperation, collaboration, communication, etc. Then March 14th came, and we asked all of you to pivot, quarantine yourself, isolate from your friends and families and teachers, and complete your senior year through distance learning in front of a computer. I've spent the better part of my time as an administrator trying to have students avoid spending too much time in front of a computer screen at home and on social media. The world has changed in many small ways, things that are at the core of who we are and what we try to teach. Simple things like shaking hands and hugging family has shifted. As I said in my email to all seniors just a few weeks ago, and quoting Rocky Balboa, which I know sounds crazy and I don't do it often, but it really does highlight what has happened over the past few months. Nobody hits as hard as life, but it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can hit and keep moving forward. You have all been hit hard this spring, and the challenge is now to get up and keep moving forward. Do not let this pandemic define who you are or what you are capable of. Throughout your lives, you'll be faced with choices and challenges, and these are words that I repeat every year. Never sacrifice what you want most for what you want at the moment. The easy road leads to many poor decisions and lots of regrets. The hard road is filled with challenges, failure, success, and happiness. And let the friendships you have made become your lifelong support system. To all the proud parents and family members in the audience, or their cars, or listening at home to attend a future graduation ceremony, I ask you to support your graduates as they embark on the next part of this very long journey. And finally, I'd like to thank all the administrators, teachers, coaches, and other faculty members who have challenged our graduates over the years. Through your guidance, direction, and insistence, you have helped these graduates become smarter, stronger, and attain more than they might have achieved otherwise. Congratulations to the Lyman Hall School graduates of the class of 2020 and to the families that love and supported you during these difficult years. Good luck and best wishes.
Happy graduation, class of 2020. Remember, you are strong, you are beautiful, and you can do anything.
Aim high, and remember you're going to need plenty of these because life is going to get messy. Congratulations, seniors, class of 2020.
Congratulations and best wishes to the Lyman Hall graduating class of 2020. If you made it through this, you can make it through anything. I wish you all the best.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You did it. I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait till we see each other again in person. Congratulations, and I wish you all the best.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We'll miss you. Just remember, once a Lyman Hall Trojan, always a Lyman Hall Trojan.
Congratulations, seniors. It's been such a pleasure seeing you grow over these last 4 years, and I know you'll all do great things with your future.
Congratulations to Lyman Hall High School, class of 2020. A special shout out to Courtney, Evelyn, Christina, and Xavier. You did it. You should be proud. Congratulations.
Congratulations, seniors. We certainly will never forget the class of 2020.
Congratulations, Lyman Hall class of 2020. To quote lyrics from a song by Natasha Bedingfield, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. Best wishes for a fabulous future for you all. And now it's time for you to go start your book.
Congratulations, class of 2020. No matter what obstacles come at you in life in the future, know that you'll be able to overcome them, just as you have the challenges of this year. I wish you guys all the best and can't wait to see what your future holds. Congratulations again.
Good luck, graduating class of 2020. Have a great summer and good luck next year. I know it's been a tough year, but we're all very proud of you.
Hi everyone, I'm so proud of you. How you've chosen to finish your senior year has shown us that you have the skills you need to be successful as you begin your life on your own. Please take care of yourselves, enjoy your summer, best of luck in the future. I will miss you.
Hey guys, Mrs. Zarnecki here with a special congratulations to the class of 2020. I want to wish you all the very, very best life has to offer moving forward. And here's my quick tips of advice for you. Number 1, open up a Roth IRA. Number 2, save. And number 3, live below your means. With that little bit of advice, I promise you, you will go very far. All right, congratulations once again, and I wish you all the best of luck. Stay happy, stay healthy, and be safe. Bye.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We are proud of you.
Best of luck in the future. Take care and be well.
It's Ms. Sirkin. Congratulations to the entire class of 2020 and their families. We are so proud of you. Special shout outs to my calculus class, my advisory, and all the other seniors I've had the pleasure to know. You will be missed, but not forgotten.
Congrats, seniors. We will miss you.
Hi, graduating class of 2020. I have to tell you that as a teacher for going on 35 years at Lyman Hall, the class of 2020 is the absolute nicest group of students. You embrace diversity. I always remember you walking through the hallways, doing your loops in the morning, getting your exercise in, being kind to everybody. I have not seen that the entire 35 years. You are a special, loving, peaceful group of students. And I know you're just going to spread that peace and love to the rest of the world. So good luck in your future. Love, Miss Wheeler. Bye.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Believe in yourself, work hard, and make your best life happen. Best of luck to all of you. Congratulations.
Well, this is not the way we typically say goodbye and good luck on graduation day, but what you have accomplished for the last 12 years is worth celebrating, and you now forever will be known as the class who overcame all the challenges thrown its way. In the immortal words of Ophelia, we know what we are, but not what we may be. I know that you all are capable of great things, and I look forward to hearing all about what you accomplish in the future. Good luck and keep in touch.
Hello to the spectacular class of 2020, Mr. Pannone here. I thought maybe you wanted to get yelled at one more time before you go, so I'm just kidding. I want to wish all of you the best and tell you that you are an exceptional group of students. You're going to be sorely missed here at LH. Now go out there and make some history. Good luck and stay in touch.
Seniors, Mr. Blake here. Just wanted to congratulate you and also wish you the best in your next phase of your life. I know it's not the way that we envision the school year ending, but nonetheless, does not take away from what you guys accomplished. Have a great summer. Be safe, please. And I also wanted to take a minute to give a special congratulations to my son, Colin. Good luck at the University of Hartford, and love you.
Congrats, class 2020. You did it. You were virtually the coolest class that I've ever taught and that Lyman Hall has ever seen. Good luck. Visit often. If you need anything, let us know. Bye, guys.
All right, thank you to everyone who participated in that. We are going to... I think someone set off a car alarm. That sounded like a car alarm, but it wasn't. So we're going to begin tonight, and usually we ask everyone to stand at this point, but we are not. So please remain seated and in your vehicles. And Gianna Gannon is going to sing the national anthem for us. Gianna?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Gianna. Thank you, Gianna, and that's not easy to do. My children are huge Cars fans, and this is generally what the movie looks like the entire time. There's a bunch of cars, they can talk, so this is awkward. This is very different, and Gianna, thank you for having the courage to get up here and do that and do such a wonderful job. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this year's Lyman Hall graduation ceremony to honor our 2020 graduating class. It's my pleasure to introduce the dignitaries that are here with us tonight. They are sitting in front of the stage. Directly in front of me, Mrs. Karen Levac, chairperson of the Wallingford Board of Education. Mrs. Tammy Raccio, vice chair of the Wallingford Board of Education. Mr. Ray Ross, board member of the Wallingford Board of Education. And Autumn Allenson, board member. And we have a board member slash very happy grandfather here, Mr. Reynolds, honoring his grandson this evening, which is always a special night. So congratulations, Mr. Reynolds. To Mr. Reynolds' left, my right, his left, is the Honorable Mayor William Dickinson. And to his left, my right, is Dr. Menzo. Thank you, Dr. Menzo, for being here. We have many staff members here tonight, too many to name, but I want to thank you for everything that you've done. Mrs. Holt, Mr. Daly off to the side, and I don't know that you can see them, but underneath the tent, Mrs. Duda and Mrs. Knickerbocker, who have been instrumental in organizing and have the most difficult task of organizing the diplomas so that everyone gets the right one. I should just add, if you by chance take the wrong diploma, please make sure to return it to school tomorrow. At this time, I'd like to invite our first speaker up tonight, our varsity scholar and this year's class valedictorian, Leah Chiaffi.
Well, hello, everyone. I know this is a very different year and a very different ceremony than most of us were expecting or probably wanted or are used to, so just wanted to say hi first before I start. Lyman Hall Class of 2020, congratulations. It is an honor to speak to you all today at what is sure to be a graduation ceremony that will go down in Lyman Hall history. While I know most of us would rather be a regular class graduating in an unremarkable year, that could never be possible with the extraordinary group of people that make up this class. Nevertheless, I am incredibly grateful for the honor and the opportunity of sharing a few words with you all as you embark on this brand new chapter in your lives. When I was beginning this speech, I honestly struggled. What were the right words of wisdom to share with you all that would encapsulate the trials and triumphs of high school? I asked myself, do I go funny or inspirational? Do I include quotes from noteworthy scholars or go wholly original? Maybe I should have figured out some silly metaphor about how you each are all a unique crayon in the box of life, ready to draw your own paths to success. But nothing felt right. No ideas seemed worthy enough to share to all of you on such a momentous day in such a turbulent time. Knowing how special this graduating class is, I wanted something no short of perfection to culminate your 4 years at Lyman Hall. So, I decided to ditch the metaphors and inspirational quotes. I wanted to talk to you, not as valedictorian, but as a person, as Leah Chiaffi, a student at Lyman Hall who grew and changed and learned alongside each and every one of you these past 4 years. Sitting down at my desk on the first day of distance learning, opening a computer in a silent room to read some directions on a white screen, this speech was the last thing on my mind. Much like all of you, it felt surreal, impossible even. This wasn't the way public school worked. Our Chromebooks were for looking up Quizlets and playing Tetris in physics class, not for every assignment and grade-making tests. We were supposed to be sitting in classrooms, not bedrooms. I wondered, how did we get here? The moment it really clicked for me, though, of why distance learning was so difficult, why it presented such an uphill battle for us seniors besides the obvious newness and missing out on all the memories we planned on making, happened on prom night. Our senior prom went virtual this year out of necessity, and while it can never compare to the experiences of the in-person event, it provided a much-needed opportunity for friends to get together and enjoy one last high school tradition. Socially distanced, of course. Some got dressed up and had fancy dinners. Others simply gathered around a fire or a computer with a live stream DJ providing background noise to the sorely missed conversation and laughs. I know I was just happy to be in something other than sweatpants. The months apart felt like they had catapulted us into the future, and we needed to catch up. However, all talking ceased when the big moment arrived. the quintessential high school experience, the announcement of prom king and queen. We all gathered around the screen. The DJ started with a dramatic lead, and your Lyman Hall 2020 prom king and queen are, and then it cut out. Every single person's audio. How funny is that? Everyone here, everyone here knows that something like that, a technical difficulty at the most important moment, getting cut off in the middle of something serious, is just so Lyman Hall. Almost immediately, every phone around me lit up with texts from friends, and even people who we hadn't spoken to since school let out, asking who won or if anyone else's live stream was working. It was a quick fix. Not even 5 minutes later, phones were quiet as the announcement was made again glitch-free. But it was important, a tiny moment in which I felt truly united as a class again. It was the same feeling I got as the clock ran out at the Powder Puff game that so many thought we wouldn't win. The same feeling I had at every Friday night football game or the hockey championship, where the stands were electric with the energy you all brought as fans and the hard work you put in as players. That feeling of heart, of passion, of pride. That sense of community stolen by the pandemic had returned, fleetingly, but importantly. The conversations in the classroom, passing by a friendly face in the hallways, or laughing over some joke in senior court were the smaller moments that made a school day great, that made high school worth it. That's what really was missing, the connection with each other. I am proud to call myself a Trojan because I'm proud to be a part of all of you. You're a class characterized by passion and confidence and heart. Although you never needed a pandemic to prove that, it is exactly why we were the best class to go through this unprecedented event. Through all obstacles in our past, whether shared experiences or individual, you've overcome them to make it here. You have found the strength to keep going and learned so many valuable lessons through that struggle. Never forget just how powerful that is. Lyman Hall Class of 2020, you've learned to stand strong in the face of chaos, to approach difficult situations with a calm mind and a vision of the future. As you continue on into the next chapter of your life, whether that be college, the military, or the workforce, those challenges will never stop, but you are already one step ahead of the game. You have all the tools to conquer all of the unpredictability that comes your way. If we can be born in the aftermath of 9/11 and graduate in the midst of a global health crisis and overcome those adversities, nothing shall be too formidable in whatever comes next. Together, we learned how to navigate new experiences, how to weather each and every storm, and there were quite a few. Together, we made our mark on Lyman Hall. The year 2020 will be remembered for many things, but let history never forget this group of people right here. We are the class that will change the world in ways both big and small. We are the generation that will build a better future. Again, congratulations on everything you have achieved and everything I know you will continue to achieve. Although this isn't the start to our futures we expected, or the one any of us deserves, I want to leave you with this. While you might not end up where you thought you were going, you always end up where you were meant to be, because there are far better things ahead than even the best ones we leave behind. Thank you.
Thank you, Leah. And in typical 2020 fashion, what Leah forgot to mention is when she recorded her speech for our first graduation, which was about 5.5 minutes long, at the 5-minute and 15-second mark, our wonderful sign here came crashing down behind her, and she had to redo it. So it went perfectly with her speech. I almost wish we would have played that one so everyone could see it, but wonderful job, Leah. Our next speaker, another varsity scholar and chosen varsity scholar speaker, is Cassandra Potter. Excuse me.
I would like to begin by congratulating each and every graduate. These past 4 years have been marvelous, and your accomplishments are truly outstanding. Graduation is a time for us to reflect on the past years we've shared together, as well as to look forward to the many opportunities and even the obstacles that lie ahead of us. It's a time for us all to be a little more like our mothers and to sprout eyes on the back of our heads to look forward and backward simultaneously. Years from now, when we reminisce, we'll remember a combination of small and big events that made our high school experience unique. There are many major events from Lyman Hall that will remain in our memories for years to come. We have our annual VOAG fair, our epic powder puff victory, yep. Schoolcella, pops concerts and music competitions, Friday night football games, and of course our virtual prom. Some of you might remember the golf cart fire or the microburst that didn't seem so micro. They say that good things come in small packages, and this is definitely true at Lyman Hall High School. When I think of the small things that we'll never forget, I can't help but recall the plastic babies that somehow popped up all over Lyman Hall this past fall. The many locks on the bathroom stalls that never seemed to work, and the little gaps between the stall doors that were just wide enough to lock eye contact with people waiting. The acorns in senior court that many of us love to pelt at unsuspecting friends, or the tiny droplets of water that turned A-Hall ramp into a slip and slide. If only bathing suits met our dress code, it would have been a lot more fun. We were much smaller when we entered Lyman Hall as stumbling freshmen who struggled to open our lockers and find our classes. In the end, it's the big things and the small things that combine to create our memorable high school experience. Just like the little things matter in our past, they will also be very important in the future. No matter what college we go to, what career path we choose, or what part of the world we live in, we will always have the power to treat others with kindness. There's a story I'd like to share with you all today about the impact we have on the world we live in. The story is called The Star Thrower by Lauren Isley. Once upon a time, there was an old man who used to go to the ocean to do his writing. He had a habit of walking on the beach every morning before he began his work. Early one morning, he was walking along the shore after a big storm had passed and found the vast beach littered with starfish as far as the eye could see, stretching in both directions. Off in the distance, the old man noticed a small boy approaching. As the boy walked, he paused every so often, and as he grew closer, the man could see that he was occasionally bending down to pick up an object and throw it into the sea. The boy came closer still, and the man called out, "Good morning. May I ask what it is you're doing?" The young boy paused, looked up, and replied, "Throwing starfish into the ocean. The tide has washed them up onto the beach, and they can't return to the sea by themselves. When the sun gets high, they will die unless I throw them back into the water." The old man replied, "But there must be tens of thousands of starfish on this beach. I'm afraid you won't really be able to make a difference." The boy bent down, picked up yet another starfish, and threw it as far as he could into the ocean. Then he turned, smiled, and said, "It made a difference to that one." Like the little boy on the beach, each of us has the unique ability to make positive impacts on the world around us. Seemingly insignificant acts of kindness are never truly insignificant in the eyes of the recipient. I urge you all to use perspective and strive to be the best person you can be, because you never know when you'll be the little boy or when you'll be the starfish. Beyond high school, we have so much potential, promise, and possibilities in our futures. We are cartographers of our destinies. With a compass in one hand and our diploma in the other, we will charter our own courses and set sail on new adventures. We'll always have our stars to guide us, including our teachers, families, and friends. Sometimes we'll find ourselves stuck in the doldrums. Other times we may be tossed around by rough waters. There's an African proverb about life's challenging times that reads, "Smooth seas do not make skillful sailors." It would be naive to expect smooth sailing without a few storms, but during these storms is when we all learn and grow the most. In these times, we will call on our strengths and remember the lessons of our past, many of which we learned right here. We must also remember the people in our lives who will forever be there to help us. From time to time, we may miss the moon, but we'll always land surrounded by our stars. Thank you, teachers, staff, friends, and family for being part of our constellations these past 4 years. Your impact on us has helped us make us who we are today. I'll leave you with the words of Mark Twain. 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines, Sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore, dream, discover. I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you, Lyman Hall Class of 2020.
Thank you, Cassie. At this time, staff, if you can please begin to line up row number 1. Again, everyone in your vehicles, just wait for the staff member to guide you on what to do, but we can begin to line up row number 1. All right, and our final speaker this evening is Carla Lopez Velez, who is our class president, and she will finish the night off with our live speeches. So Carla, if you wouldn't mind coming on up.
Sorry, guys, I'm really short. Well, before I begin, I just want to say hello. This is, wow, a great view. Also very horrifying, but it's really nice. So, dear class of 2020, today is the day, our graduation day. And I cannot believe how fast these 4 years actually went by. I mean, when people told me that these 4 years were going to fly by, I didn't think that they actually would, you know? When we were fresh out of 8th grade, we were all so excited that as soon as that middle school bell rang, we were changing our Instagram bios to LHHS 2020. But we were also nervous because we didn't know what to expect in the next 4 years. But you know what? We were ready. We were ready to make new friends, face new challenges, and make new goals. And here we are, once again, feeling that exact same way. And probably about to change our bios again to our colleges, you know? Anyways, it's crazy how most of us have been together since kindergarten and have watched each other grow up. It's crazy that after this day, all of us are going our separate ways, far into the real world with the great education Lyman Hall provided us with. It's crazy that we're about to build our futures and become the great people we are meant to be. There is no doubt that each and every one of us is going to do something great to transform this world for the better. And it all starts with this, our high school graduation. The fact that we can finally say, I graduated high school, is so amazing because it is the first of our many accomplishments. We all worked hard for this moment, and even though we've all said, I can't wait to graduate, we still could have waited a little longer. There are days where I want everything to stop and just relive all my best high school moments. For example, I'm sure that for the athletes out there, you would all go back to that one game where you really shined. For the musically talented students, it would be that one performance where you really stood out. And for everyone else who is involved in almost everything in school, it's probably that one day where you just had a good school day with your friends and teachers. After today, these moments will become your only high school memories, and you won't even remember the stressful test days, that one bad grade, or even this last few months. Well, that was an exaggeration. We will probably never forget these last few months. As much as I've tried to avoid mentioning this pandemic in my speech, I cannot, because this pandemic has united us like never before. Although this was a great tragedy for many people in the world, there were some positives to it. From everything I've seen since March all the way up to today, all I can say is that I have never been prouder of my fellow classmates. We all showed maturity and spread positivity to not just each other, but to the whole town of Wallingford. Honestly, if the senior class advisors and staff hadn't brightened our days up with the fun virtual events, their gifts, and motivational words, or for Maeve putting together that beautiful video for all of us to look back on, we would not have been as happy as we are today. While this has been a major obstacle in our lives, we pulled through together as a team to make it to this day. And that's all thanks to our wonderful community of Lyman Hall. So class of 2020, thank you for all the cheerful memories and support. I hope you all achieve your dreams, and I wish you all nothing but success. We're in the history books, baby, and that's on being the best graduating class out there.
Thank you. Thank you, Carla. All right, folks, I think this is the moment we've all been waiting for. I am going to invite Dr. Menzo up to make this night official, make some final acknowledgments, and then we will begin calling the roll.
Good evening, everyone. Like I did last night, I do want to make sure that we pay tribute to those who are parked out in the guest lot. So could I hear the guest lots horns? Come on. All right, Sheen was louder last night. Come on. All right, now this lot, let's hear them. Let's hear them. A little bit louder. A little bit louder. Louder. All right. All right, good. All right. I want to say that obviously tonight is not the way that we all planned it. None of your children, none of you as parents, none of you as family members expected this to be the way that we had planned graduation. However, the thing that we did plan for was showing our respect, showing our gratitude, and showing our congratulations to a wonderful group of students. A group of students who do not need to be characterized, as I said earlier, by anything other than who they are. They are the people that we need to emulate. They are the people who have stood up, who have been mature, who have truly shown what it means to be successful in the face of adversity. I know that I, in the calls with the students, learned so much about myself. We could all have a woe is me attitude. We could all have, well, if this happened. But I have to say, and I have to call on somebody because he was right there, Drew Bernard, you know, in all those calls, the smiling face, don't worry. And there were many others in those calls too. This is what we need to remember as adults. Oftentimes, we do not take into consideration what we can learn from those younger than us. As educators, we know on a daily basis that that's our life. I have never been more impressed. I also know that I could never be the person I am today without being impacted by every student that I've ever come in contact with. From what they have taught me, I could never have learned from any course in any college or any university. So I would encourage every family member, every neighbor, every parent, cousin, aunt, uncle, relative to take a moment and learn from your graduate, because they have so much to tell you and they have so much to teach you. So, without further ado, but one more round of car horns, please. Let's go. All right. By the powers vested in me by the Board of Education of Wallingford Public Schools, I present the graduates of the class of 2020. Congratulations, guys. Continue to make us proud.
Thank you, Dr. Menzo. Our first graduate, Cassandra Claire Potter, Varsity Scholar, National Honor Society, and Seal of Biliteracy. Leah Dominique Chaffee, valedictorian, varsity scholar, National Honor Society, and seal of biliteracy. Carla De La Nube Lopez Velez, class president, varsity scholar, National Honor Society, and seal of biliteracy. Drew Joseph Bernard, class vice president, varsity scholar, and National Honor Society. Mariah Shanice Quintana, class secretary, National Honor Society, and seal of biliteracy. Kyra Hope Plourde, class treasurer and National Honor Society. Gianna Rose Gannon. So we'll be doing this in groups of 10 so that we can get their actual diplomas up here on stage. So there'll be a bit of a pause every time we come to that group. During our first pause, I'd like to take a minute and acknowledge with pride and gratitude our students who have chosen to enlist in the United States Armed Forces. And we have 4 of them, so if you can hold the horns until I get through all 4 names so they can be heard, and then feel free to honk away. Joining the United States Army, Piper DiCrescenzo and Brandon Donabesha. Joining the United States Marines, Ryan McCall, and entering into the United States Navy, Richardino Thompson. Thank you for the sacrifice you're about to make. We truly appreciate it, and we could not be more proud. Evelyn Francis McNamee. Evelyn, picture. That's right there. Just remember, everyone, you can take your mask off too if you choose to. Remember to just pause for a photo when you do come up. I know that'll be easy for many of you, but some will forget. Luke Joseph Carney. Also, just remember to make sure you're taking the correct diploma. Julia Patricia Capello. Haley Rose Bruneau, varsity scholar, National Honor Society, and seal of biliteracy. Emily Ann Whitney. Emily Mask, there you go. James Daniel Daddio. James, over there, bud. Diploma, then pose. Jared Christopher Israel. Courtney Sarah Perfetto, varsity scholar. Ethan Patrick Bow, varsity scholar. Come back up, come back up. Pose on the X. Don't worry, we're not in a hurry. Anthony Rieger. Let's hear it from Mr. Daly. Way to go, Mr. Daly. Victor Panone. Iman Raza. Iman, right on that X. There you go. Milo Felix Blanchard. Kevin Alberto Merchant. Erin Elizabeth Lamb, varsity scholar and National Honor Society. Jamie Lynn Heinrich. Maeve Grady Montanti, National Honor Society. Haley Rose Koval, varsity scholar. Mr. Daly just suggested we play intermission music in the middle of the ceremony. That might have been good information yesterday, Mr. Daly. Maggie Elizabeth Grazioso. I like the bow tie. Nice touch. Daniel Francis Doherty. Shane Francis McGuire. Ariana Isabel Petroselli. Excuse me, Petroselli. Justin Timothy Velez. Matthew Jacob Bell. Is it him? But you're good. Get your diploma. There you go. You had me confused for a minute. There it is. Take your photo. Hold on, bud, right there in the middle. You threw me there, Matt. Madison Fox Torrey, Varsity Scholar, National Honor Society, and Seal of Biliteracy. Hannah Rebecca Stein, Varsity Scholar, National Honor Society, and Seal of Biliteracy. Nathan Alexander Hinckley, National Honor Society. Brian Manuel Hernandez. Austin Philip Pulaski. Kayla Ann Arsenal. Erica Alexis Bakioki. Marcial Guzman. Anthony Michael Baril, Varsity Scholar, National Honor Society. Kyle Patrick Dowling. Nicole Marie Nicefaro. Cameron Afanador. Lily Ann Vining, Varsity Scholar and National Honor Society. Jillian Renee Barron, Varsity Scholar, National Honor Society, and Seal of Biliteracy. Faith Alexis Danner. Belicia Ana Vasquez. Valencia Angel Vasquez. Savannah Lynn Rodriguez. Demery Rose Godovan. Grace Elizabeth Theed. Michael Salvatore Goodness, Seal of Biliteracy. Jamie Lynn Malone, Varsity Scholar and National Honor Society. Tatiana Maria DeLucia. Jose Gardine Beausejour, Seal of Biliteracy. Scott William Andrews. Alexis Molina Canada. Allison Ray Wenzel. Mark Franco. Kurt Sonny Anderson. Carolina Mary Draghi, Varsity Scholar and National Honor Society. No, you leave it in. Jonathan Mercado. As we wait, I just want to acknowledge the crowd. I appreciate your support. This is a wonderful evening. We're having a wonderful night, and I do appreciate everyone coming out, abiding by some of the difficult rules, and we do appreciate it. Oh, just wait right there. No, it's okay. This is your moment. Emily Duong. And then face the camera. Right on the X. Go to that X right at the center. Valeria Alejandra Loceto. Nicholas Joseph Marino. Kira James Farley. Faith Marie Gambardella. Anastasia Petza, Varsity Scholar and National Honor Society. Michaela Hope Avalon, Varsity Scholar and National Honor Society. Benjamin Mitchell Negron. Iverson Lozano. You want John or Jack? John Thomas Vigliante, National Honor Society. Remind me again when he comes up. Nathaniel Latham Trumpold. We're going to get off script a little bit, and Peter is a late sign-up for the United States Marines, and I wanted to add him and congratulate him and thank him for his service. I just want him to hear your name. Peter Antonio Rivero. And you can say goodbye to that beard, Peter. See ya. Owen Robert Tuhill, Varsity Scholar, National Honor Society, and Seal of Biliteracy. Tucker Stoddard Fredrickson, Varsity Scholar. Michaela Lynn Durant. Piper Miranda Killen, Varsity Scholar, National Honor Society. Kayla Annalise Carano, National Honor Society. Christopher James Lawrence. Caitlin Rose Nolan, Varsity Scholar, National Honor Society, and Seal of Biliteracy. Alexis Marie Eaton, this year's class salutatorian, Varsity Scholar, National Honor Society, and Seal of Biliteracy. I like the bold. That was a nice touch. Come on in. Ian Dominic Chassie. Janelle May Albrecht. Alyssa Jean Carbuti, Varsity Scholar, National Honor Society, and Seal of Biliteracy. Brianna Rose Adamowski. Logan David Rochette. Jaden Garcia. Jordan Grace Smith, National Honor Society. Piper Joy DiCrescenzo. Evangeline Lorraine Irick. Kristen Elizabeth Parker. Just reading them all individually. Jessica Rose Palumbo. Matthew Joel Young. Cody Allen Sinoski. Samantha Jennifer Labrie. Colin Michael Blake. Laurel Jean Geist, Varsity Scholar and National Honor Society. Eric V. Morrow, Jr. Michael DeVere Toppin, Jr. John Lon Smith. Reese Dugan. Madison Ashley Nemec. Oh, Madison, come back to the X. Come back to the X. Grace Emily Draghi. Caitlin Michelle Gojuk, Varsity Scholar, National Honor Society, and Seal of Biliteracy. Allison Rose Mastroianni, National Honor Society. I would also like to take a minute and thank the Oakdale staff. They've been amazing in helping us put this together, and we really do truly appreciate your help and support. Haley Amber Lorraine Ma. Adriana Renee Fernicola. Let's do it, buddy. Come on up. All right, buddy. Turn and face forward for me. That way. There you go. Jonathan Bennett. All right, John, you're good. Ryan Joseph Lynch. Hold on, I take that back. Ryan, stay down there. We were almost perfect. We're going to start again. I should pick my head up before I read the name. That might help. Lucas Encini, Seal of Biliteracy. All right, Ryan, you get to graduate twice. Congratulations. Ryan Joseph Lynch. Brianna Marie Wotasic, National Honor Society. Peyton Michael Urquhart. We're back on track. Ian Andrew DeBase. Ricardo Manuel Escobedo. Brittany Elizabeth Klein. Lauren Ellie Gura. Andrew Wallace Jenkins. Ethan Meyer Cohn, Varsity Scholar, National Honor Society, and Seal of Biliteracy. Georgia Yvonne Sweeney. Tony Tashani Patterson. Shane Hayes. Cannon Gabriel Marty. James Nicholas Palumbo. Alicia Marie Gutierrez. Jacob Raymond Sarah. Javante Mack. Yvette Michelle Gatto. Julia Gray Limazani. Delaney Rose Kriski. Rebecca Joanne Andes. Kylie Ann Kraus. Tristan Lennon Henry. Ian Patrick Reynolds. You're good, bud. Brian Martin Fernando, Varsity Scholar and National Honor Society. I like the caps. That's fun. Jeremy Matthew Kearns. Christina Jean Waller. Logan Thomas Butler. You want Casey? You're good. Casey Elizabeth Laughlin, Varsity Scholar. Dylan John Catapano. Timeout. Dylan gets to graduate twice. Nathan David Catapano. We're like 179 for 90. We're good. Once again, Dylan John Catapano. Daniel Philip Gervasi. Elizabeth Johanna Batista. Jocelyn Dell, Varsity Scholar and National Honor Society. Lindsay Piscati. No, she's good. Marissa Elizabeth Gabriel. Brittany Daniela Dominguez. Madeline Marie Kaiser. Abby Grace Palace. Thomas Edward Arduini. Tyler Joseph Parenti, Varsity Scholar and Seal of Biliteracy. Chloe Elise Whitworth. Murphy. Luke Michael Chernesky, Varsity Scholar. Shakespeare Rodriguez. Thank you, Mr. Daly. Mario Alberto Alvarez Acosta, Seal of Biliteracy. Joanna Jamie Turner, National Honor Society. S.P. Pagano. Shaquat Hossein. double check these then. Here. Maria Elizabeth Crusetta Ramirez, seal of biliteracy. Oh, hold up 1 second. Connor David Chortis. Matthew John Pettit, Varsity Scholar and National Honor Society. Matthew Joseph Smith. Emily James Candelaria. Nicholas John C. Caitlin Bina Caban. And our last graduate of the night, Tyler Carroll. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2020. So once again, I want to thank the Oakdale staff for their support. I just want to again thank the Oakdale staff for their support, the Board of Education and Dr. Menzo for their support, all the parents and families and graduates, thank you for coming. This might not have been the ceremony you were hoping for, but this is the most memorable ceremony I have ever been a part of. Congratulations and good luck in all your future endeavors. Please be careful as you leave the parking lot and don't run over any of our graduates.